you might want to do
Fuck you, Pixie.
some Kegels.
No,
Men can do Kegels just like women.
Men do not do Kegels.
So, have you ever taken like a tissue and put it over your penis and like made it bounce like that?
Dude.
Or a towel, like.
Dude, I'm an ex-dancer. So many things
so
I can do with my penis. So they're really cool tricks.
That's one of the ways that you can build your stamina is by putting something heavy, like draping, like. You start with a piece of tissue, you work your way up to a hand towel, then you can go to a blanket, and it'll help other problems you might have as a.
I don't have any problems, Pixie.
As an older gentleman, a distinguished gentleman, I know that sometimes when I sneeze. Sometimes because
when you...
I pee a little because I'm old. So
that sounds like a personal problem.
So Kegels, everybody can do them, and everybody should do them.
I cannot believe you said that.
Kegels?
No.
The peeing?
Yes.
It happens. I'm in my 40s. So...
Well, I never pee myself though. But I can tell you this. Sometimes I think I stopped, but I haven't stopped. Like
you
zip.
Just
No. Oh.
What movie was that where the guys just it was Austin Powers where he just kept peeing and kept peeing and then kept peeing.
Basically. Old age, man.
Well, no, I think that was more they were trying to say he had a really long
Shut
member.
up, Pixie. So
no.
We have 3 minutes before we have to let people know even what this show is. So I don't mind the clever banter, but you're way off. No Kegels. No, I'm not that old. The day that what are they called?
Kegels.
No, I know what they are. And I do suggest that women do them because
I think everybody should do them.
Well, they have their benefits for women, for me.
Well, you could lift all kinds of stuff with your penis.
Yeah.
You want it nice and strong.
How do you know these things?
I talked to my friend Donna, the doctor Donna, for the Sexuality Summit, where a whole bunch of us sex-positive people get together. We talk about things like this, and, it's about education.
I used to think I was the only person that could wave as Dawn. I really did, because a number of girls would go, you can do that? And yeah.
Well, you can do that. And
How are you doing that?
You got to practice with it, Well, some people are just naturally gifted, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So, roll us in, because there's so much stuff to talk about today, and I don't want to confuse people, because it's been a week since you've seen us, and you might be listening to 2 different podcasts right now.
Right. Well, my name is Pixie.
And I'm Mr. J.
And this is Next on Stage 1.
Denver's best adult entertainment nightlife podcast.
It's a stripper podcast. Don't get your panties twisted.
We're everyone's favorite stripper podcast.
Right.
Though.
We have 42 years in the business, and we are having fun. We're telling all kinds of dumb jokes. It's like having 2 friends that just happen to work at a strip club, and we're talking about the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me apologize to everybody about last week's episode. I was really, really... No, I wasn't. I don't think I was drunk. I wasn't drunk, no. But
you haven't released the audio.
No, it's still
not
show. Out yet. And I have reasons for that, though.
You're going to release it.
No, I'm going to release it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why we just don't take a week off, but you don't want to do that. That's fine. Okay, we'll do that. But it's my fault. I'm sorry. Partially because I found out some bad news the other day. And it's bad news for me. I know you're not going to give a shit. No one's going to give a shit.
I give a shit about you. I don't give a shit about the information that you found out.
She who must not be named.
Fravuga.
Has found out she's engaged.
Ugh. But that person...
Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't like her.
No one does.
And you should.
But someone does, obviously.
And you shouldn't weigh yourself against somebody else.
You know what? Look, I'm processing, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not tripping.
You can't have no pity party.
I'm not. No, it's nothing about that, okay? It's just that I'm just like one of the most evil, manipulative women I know is engaged to somebody. I'm still single. And quite honestly, it does bother me a little bit because I always you never shared the private moments between me and her where we talked
No.
about certain things. You know, everyone's
Yeah.
got their different stories, and I always used to tell her when she asked me if I because we were back and forth on shit for years, and I always used to tell her, look, as long as you come, every time you come back and you're not attached or were attached to someone, and you're not bringing somebody else's kid into a relationship, there's always a chance that me and you can still make this work. But this closes that door completely now. So that's where I am.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm weighing things. I'm not using this for balance. I just needed a minute
a
to.
couple of days
Yes.
to refocus your ship. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I just she just
Stop it.
irks me.
What?
She
She irks everybody.
irks me, you know, and for me as your friend, I don't want to see you go through things like that. But I know it's part of the growing process, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so to get past the growing process, because, you know, we've always talked about, you've always said to me, we need to have more stories about how fucked up she is. So here's the story, real quick. It's just a cleansing thing for me, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know she used to do Red Rocket on her dog? Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, wait, what?
Yes, Red Rocket on her dog.
I have no
and
idea.
used to giggle. Oh, you don't know what
I
it
have
is?
no idea, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna come with us on process. Jay is going to inform me.
Look it up. I'll tell
Nope.
you.
Tell me. Tell me.
It's jerking up a dog.
Ew.
Manually stimulating that dog into. Yeah.
Why?
It's called Red Rocket. Hey, thankfully no kids watch this show.
Yeah,
right?
'cause this is
Because
adult.
we're adults. Don't jerk off your dog.
It's gross.
But yeah, she used to
Unless
do
you're a
that.
medical professional and you know what the fuck you're doing. That's gross.
And it's not cute. And I
No.
don't like when she did it. And I'm like, it's not a funny thing. Don't do it just for. What are you doing to that dog, first of all? You know, that's kind of fucking nasty. But there was one time she did it in front of, we were having a family gathering, and my family was there. The kids were around her. She's got the dog out there, and she starts showing them Red Rocket.
What the fuck is wrong with this person?
Dude!
Dude, that's
My mom's like, what
that
the?
is
I'm
a
like, man,
red
let me
fucking
handle that.
flag.
Yeah, dude. So,
No.
so it's not a bad thing. I just need to process through it. Every
Yeah.
time I release a story like that, I go, yeah, I'm glad that I'm not there anymore. But
Right.
it hit home.
A lot of like those personal stories that you're talking with one another. I mean that really grows a bond between two different people. And there's some stories that we're going to talk about today of our past. You know, not
Hopefully
just
some better ones than that.
yeah, not just my stories, but Jay's stories, because this is one of those topics that we kind of have been talking about. We're going to get into it, and it's going to be about prom.
Yeah.
So,
Adult Nightlife, that includes prom.
because that's where a lot of people got some of their first experiences.
Mm-hmm.
They got to experience the back of a car, maybe, or the front of a car, or you know. I mean, it's the first time some people even got to experience like a spiked punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And you said that you've been to how many proms?
Well, I was surprised to hear that you only went to one because we're having a conversation. I'm like,
Oh,
oh yeah,
yeah.
You know, prom. I'm like, oh, that's a great conversation. Yeah, sure. So how many did you go to? And one. I was like, one.
One. I've only been to one prom. How many have you been to?
I've been to three.
3.
Yeah.
See, I was at a different part of my life when prom came around. I didn't go to my prom, so it wasn't.
Oh, you didn't go to your. Oh,
It wasn't-
You didn't go to your
it
prom.
wasn't my
Oh,
prom.
Sucks, dude.
Well, at that time, I was already.
Were you
know.
bouncing from school to school?
No, I was 17 and pregnant.
Oh.
So
You guys still went to prom? Oh no, that was a different
Pregnant.
time. Huh? Yeah. Well.
No.
Go
So
for it.
we'll get into that. We're gonna get into a lot of like background history on us. We're gonna talk about some bullshit and some fun things. One of the fun things was the sexuality summit that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of online promotion for the podcast, and a lot of people keep inviting me. And a lot of these people that I'm talking to want you.
They really don't want me.
No,
dude.
they
really
fucking
don't.
want
I
you.
don't know why.
They
Because
want
I
you.
am rude. I'm crude, and I lay the pipe
You
down.
would love some of these people. West Coast Rob, I talked to him. We had an hour worth of his podcast, and we just kept talking. He's like, and every time I end somebody else's podcast, they're like, "We want to talk to Jay." Everybody wants to talk about you. They want to talk
all right.
about the things that you're interested. They want to talk nerd shit with you.
Nerd shit, I'm good, yeah.
They want to talk about the adult entertainment nightlife part. They want to talk
Shaking
to
that ass,
a
okay.
male stripper
Uh-huh.
because a lot of them don't have that opportunity.
Good point.
Some of them have dabbled with the idea, but they never went through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are so many good discussions that I need you to get on and I need you to be part of because people, if you just Googled us, you Google me, you'll find me everywhere. But if you Google...
Don't Google me. Don't do it.
But if you Google Jay and Mr. J, the hashtag, or just the @ on Twitter,
Yeah.
you'll see so many people saying how much they love the podcast.
Aww.
Yeah, you're missing out, Jay.
They love me.
Because you have work.
Well, I don't want to be a flash in the pan, so,
Well,
you
you're
know.
not a flash in the pan.
Hey, give it time.
You can't be a flash in the pan with over 20 years in the business.
All right.
So,
All right. So, yeah, so we'll make that happen.
yeah.
Okay. So, during our conversation this week, because we're winding down, we've only got a
Mm-hmm.
couple more episodes to go, and we've got tons of guests, fun stuff coming our way. We're talking about proms today. I went to 3. I went to my prom. I went to my girlfriend's prom. There's an interesting story behind that. And I went to another prom with another, and I can't even really say girlfriend, but she was a very good-looking white girl, so I had to go.
You're just getting invited. Yeah.
Well, it was cute back then.
Big D, he got invited to like 3 different proms.
Did you go?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, it's an interesting development. Like I said, this is something that it's the next level of who you are as an individual. And when you miss out on prom, you almost miss that barrier, huh?
Ah, phooey. It's another milestone that they set in front of us. Don't get me wrong. At the time, as a child, homecoming, prom, those events are something they say you need to do, and we make a big whoop out of it.
I
You know what
missed
I mean?
it.
No, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it too. But
Yeah.
now looking back, was it that big a deal? No, not really. I just spent a lot of money and took a couple of pictures with girls that I haven't seen again.
Yeah.
I've got some great memories. I do have a picture of one of my proms that I'll show you here in a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
But I really don't look at the milestones like they were back then. I do love the fact that, it was one of those times that you could actually get out of the house without your parents really saying shit. Oh, have fun, and they don't expect you until the next morning, so
Yeah.
you get away with that. There was always the belief that you're supposed to have your first time on your prom night, and that very rarely, didn't happen for me. So I don't know. It was a nice event, and I still talk to one of the ladies that I took to prom. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's a fun night. Get limos. And
Did
get hammered.
was there like Enchantment Under the Sea? Were they...
I cannot remember.
You can't remember
No.
what the title or the theme was for the...
I know that the first prom that I had was my prom.
Okay, tell us about your first prom.
Now, keep in mind that this was a long time ago, 1990 to be specific.
In the 90s,
In the
yeah.
89.
Ooh.
89 to tell you the truth.
Oh, wow.
So, I remember that I was not dating anyone. I had just got back I'm in a new school, just getting here from New Jersey to Colorado for the umpteenth time of going back and fucking forth. And I didn't really know that many people except the people where I lived. And there was one girl that I was messing with, but she never really took me seriously. And she had a twin sister who was like my best friend, and they had a cousin who was fine as fuck, Maria.
Ooh.
Spicy Latina. And I wasn't popular my first year in a new school, in a new environment. It took me a long time to finally establish a name back in New Jersey. Now I'm in Colorado. I'm like,
It's 2 totally different kind of worlds.
yeah, getting bitches wasn't that easy. You gotta change up your game. So I asked Maria if she would go, and I remember that grandma gave me her big ass boat of a fucking car for the night. One of them big,
Oh,
you
yeah.
kids, you millennial kids have no idea. It was one of those big ass Cadillacs, which is
Slow
like
rolling.
one of those monster fucking big ass square fucking cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I remember that it was at it was at the gym. No, they didn't even really spend any money on that one. I couldn't find any pictures. No, I did not get laid. I kind of didn't expect to, but I had an older, spicy Latina lady with me because she was older. You know, she had already graduated high school,
Okay.
so I've got this hot kind of college chick
Yeah.
with me. So yeah, that was fun. I got to take a
Did
couple
you-
of pictures.
Did you guys matchy match? Did you buy her the flowers
Oh yeah,
and stuff?
big one too.
Yeah.
You know, just why would you get a piece of lettuce to put on somebody that goddamn big? But what did you know back in the day? You know, that's what they told you needed to do.
Did you know what color her dress was before you bought her flowers?
If I remember correctly, she told me that the dress was going to be a salmon.
Okay.
Salmon.
Because pink was very big in the
Yeah.
80s.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. So
I cannot tell you what I wore.
you can't.
No.
You didn't have like the blue tuxedo with the ruffles or anything.
I know I had a tail. 'Cause
You
I
had
wanted a tail.
tails. Wow.
I know my first tuxedo had a tail. I mean, because I've always been kind of. If I could have done the top hat and a cane, I would. Yeah, but I remember it having a tail.
Okay.
It was black because I didn't like deviating outside the norm. And I think it must have had a red ensemble because our school colors were red and yellow. That gives some of you a clue where I'm at.
And you definitely like to be a little flashier than most, from what I know of you. So, so I expect that the young Mr. J was still flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see that. I could see that.
So it was a good night. I remember dropping her off, and then a bunch of the cats, you know, we had all night to hang out.
After party.
After parties, that's
Yeah.
the rest of the night. So it was a fun event. I'm glad she had a good time. I've never really hung out with them. You know, you lose touch with people, so I have no idea what happened to her. Beautiful woman though, but no, didn't get any. And
Did you,
I got a couple
did
of
you
pictures.
drink on that night?
After party,
At
yeah.
the after party?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it wasn't kind of one of those. No.
Just a
not
nice,
at all.
clean.
It was a nice clean lit at the
Oh,
party.
you're such a good
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Aw.
It was a Happy Days Richie Cunningham scenario type thing, you know. Aww.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, we're not worried about him fucking nobody.
But the second one.
Okay, so the second one is okay, so this is and I'm wondering if I even should show this picture, but I figure it's so
You could
long
show
ago
it to me. You could show it
that
to me.
that no
Oh, you
one's
have it
really,
on you. I'm excited.
So I figured so long ago you're not going to really be able to track down who she is. All right, so this is my second one.
Oh, how cute. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so CL90s that is.
Oh, it's so cute.
Look at my haircut, dude.
It's so adorable. And
Fuck.
she wore flats, so she wasn't taller than you.
Mm.
She had the great big hair.
Oh yeah, she had big hair. Well, everybody had big hair back then.
I didn't have big hair.
Man, them bitches were in the fucking bathroom.
Aquanet everywhere.
Man, yes.
You guys matchy
You know,
matched.
I'm gonna show them. Fuck it.
That's
All right,
adorable.
So this is the second prom that I went to, and we had a good time. Now, here's the funny thing: is that we had just broken up.
Oh gosh. So you went to prom.
She was one of the finest black women I've ever dated, you know?
She's
Because
gorgeous,
back
yeah.
then I was messing with Mexicans and I was messing with white girls because I was out here. And there weren't that many black girls. And the ones that were, no, but you can't get them because they're
feisty.
yeah, and they're just so hot.
Oh,
this was one of
yeah.
those that she was like one of the hottest black chicks in the area. So I was shocked that I was dating her.
But why did you break up?
I have no idea.
And then you still went to prom with her.
I was kind of a scumbag back then, because I was rolling with a troupe, and we all worked in a roller rink, and I think she found out that I was messing around with her, and I had other people. I remembered that, because she was the whitest. Can I?
You
Damn it.
can.
All right,
I
I'm just
can't.
gonna say it. Fuck it.
You
All
can
right.
say
All
it, but I
She was the whitest black girl you had ever met.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
Oh
she
my-
was very black, but very, very well spoken,
And she was
educated.
educated,
Oh, very
yeah.
much so. And she
Okay.
presented herself in a certain way. So when people ran into her and ran into me, they're just like, these two need to hook up because they're what they called Oreos back then. Those two needed to be dating. You know what I mean? So for whatever reason, we broke up. More than likely because I was a kid. I was a kid, Pixie. Okay, and I was working a roller rink, which was like, it was like the
You were the highest echelon of what you could be doing on a Friday, Saturday night. Everybody was there.
Thank you for that demographic. It's like being the bouncer at the local nightclub, you know, that
Yeah.
lets people
Yeah,
in, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, you were in the who to know, and you've got some T-shirts over there.
Yes.
I mean, that's crazy that you had this sort of position of power, and you could have.
No. It
You
was
could.
nothing about
You
that. We
could have
broke up
been.
for whatever reason.
You could have been. Well,
I can't remember.
You could have been with like the ultimate hot chick of the school, and Skeezy J probably.
No.
Did himself in.
And that's a male and female perception that you're just not getting. I was young.
You're
I was
young.
cute. And I'm hanging out with a bunch of other cute cats, okay? So, and we worked at the cool place. So, who were the chicks hanging out with?
You guys.
The cool
yeah.
cats. So, yeah, I'm sure I screwed that up. But it turns out we had broken up. She couldn't find herself a date for the upcoming prom, so her mom called me up and asked me to take her to the prom, and she would pay for everything.
And you already had your tux. You already had your
No, our
matching.
mom paid for that.
You already had your matching colors with her.
No, her mom,
No?
her mom took care of the rental. She took
Oh
care of
my
everything.
goodness.
So that was kind of our final night. We're still friends now.
Okay, good.
But when
Good.
we went to prom, this was kind of a, yeah, I'm here, but your mom's taking care. Because we had been together for a minute, but I
Right.
thought it was probably me. It was probably me. And, you know, we broke up, and then she just said, hey, just take her to prom. How is
Right.
she, you know, how are you not going to take her to prom? You've
You're
been with
gonna
her for a
take-
year
you're
and a
gonna
half.
take her
You're
to prom.
taking her to prom, you
Yeah.
know.
So on this occasion,
Yes.
was it spicier than the first one?
Me and her?
Well, yeah.
Well, we were dating, so, no, it wasn't any spicier
Oh,
than
okay.
what.
So
no.
so no punch or anything.
No. This is more of a scenario where these are the high school sweethearts. Everybody's
Right.
seen us together, so it was kind of expected that both of us were going to
Right.
show up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so what about the after party after that? I assume you're hanging out with the group of friends.
I couldn't tell you because I'm pretty sure that I was smashed. I couldn't tell you what happened. I don't know if we went home. I know we went to dinner. I know we went to prom. Look how cheesy the cutout
Oh, it's so
fucking
cute.
music notes are there.
It's adorable. She's wearing stockings with the glitter.
No,
the
yeah,
glittery
she was
stockings.
gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, just didn't work out, and I couldn't tell you what happened after that one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to. So
Yeah.
the third prom that I went to was once again working at the skating rink. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was like the last year, and at this point, you know, you're starting to get long in the tooth. Have you ever seen Dazed and Confused?
Yes.
Those cats, okay, those types of guys. I mean, we even
You're
had
the
a we,
seniors.
Yes,
You guys are
dude.
running shit.
At this point, I'm starting to become the Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
character. It was like, you know, all right. You know what I love about these high school chicks. Yeah, I was starting to get
yeah.
long in the tooth. It's like, okay, you too old to still be playing here.
Right.
And one of the young ladies asked me to take her to prom, and no, I did not take advantage of her, but we had a very, very spicy night.
A very spicy
No, I
night.
didn't take
was
advantage of that
was
one.
that one themed?
Yeah. But believe it or not, it was at a secondary school.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a school. If she
Like
was,
an alternate school.
she's kind of a bad girl, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you went from like the ultra beautiful
Yeah, high school
High school
sweetheart, you know,
sweetheart
the
to-
one you're expected
to the
come-
one that yeah.
to some chick that was I should call her a chick.
Spicy.
Yeah, that had behavior. What's society called behavioral problems or whatnot. She went to another
Right.
school and they had a problem.
Right.
And
And
I
so
took her.
you're like, I'm going. Did you guys matchy match?
Oh yeah, totally.
And then drink?
Oh yeah, totally.
And then just do
Secondary school.
secondary school. You guys are
and
causing
I'm
trouble.
older, so she was hanging out with me. So yeah, we hung out with them and we drove around just doing
Okay.
shit, going from party to party before I dropped her off at home.
Okay, so
was
the
good, that was
after
good.
the after party was a little bit more spicy than
Well, once again, I was the Matthew McConaughey. Dude,
you're just
alright.
having fun and just
Alright,
being
alright,
young.
alright.
Yeah.
So where are we going next here, guys?
So do you think that your process through prom was a turning event for you,
No.
or just the high school?
No.
No.
It's
just-
it's honestly bullshit now. You spend a lot of money to go to a dance for whatever reason, take a couple of pictures. You expect to get some. You may, it could happen. I don't know. That's the day that you're supposed to become a man. Hey, if it doesn't hurt the kids and it's a thing that the guy and a girl can get together, I'm sure this is a great moment for a number of high school sweethearts that are
Yeah.
still together today.
Yeah, I think everybody should go through prom.
Yeah, I
you
think
should
that sure
trial
it
by
doesn't
fire.
hurt anything.
Yeah, and if kids are gonna be kids, right?
No, and then that's their last kind of kid thing before they
Yeah.
have to go to college and,
before they have to be adults.
party even more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you didn't go to college.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, what about your prom?
So, I didn't go to my prom. At the time when my prom was hitting, I was already 17 and pregnant. I was already moving on to the next part of my life.
Okay.
So I didn't go to prom because I was, well, degenerate dropout kind of thing. But then I fell in love basically with my next lover,
Okay.
So I met he who must not be named. We've talked about him on
Yeah.
the show. And he was still in high school and I was already dancing at the time.
Were you out of school or
I
still
was,
in
I was
you're
not in
out of-
school. I was
okay.
not in school. I was already dancing at the time. I was already a stripper when I met him. But he was still going at the senior year in high school, and we were dating. We were doing all kinds of things together. I was probably his parents still don't like me, but he invited me to prom. Well, I've never been to prom, but I know what I wanted to dress like. I wanted to do like a 50s sort of glamorous Hollywood kind of like look between the two of us.
Okay, that's cute.
It was cute. He dressed up. He had I believe he had blue or silver. I can't remember. I'll have to find a picture. And he slicked his hair back, and he had like a little bit of a mustache. You know how it kind of peppers in.
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah, he was at that time we looked really cute together. And so I went out and I picked a dress. I went out on my own to pick a dress because I didn't know what to wear.
Did you go one of the rental places?
No,
or?
I went to Gorman's, which is now gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so Gorman's had a whole bunch of prom-esque dresses, and I wanted something that wasn't like, like ballroom style, the big poofy things. I'm a pretty much a minimalist when it comes to things, but I found this dress, and it had the low cut with the spaghetti straps. It was pink, but it was super sparkly. So if you rubbed your hand on it, it sparkles everywhere. And I really enjoyed it. And I bought these really long, like emperor style, 3 3/4 kind of sleeves. They were silver.
Wow, you know everything about your dress. Go
I
on.
did.
Wow.
And then I had sunglasses because I curled my hair really well. I put the sunglasses up in the top. I had a pink shawl that came with the dress.
Oh.
I probably spent like $20 on my dress because that's how cheap I am. But I did my makeup. I had purchased like a vintage necklace from like the thrift store, of course, because I'm a cheapskate. And
I'm trying to imagine this.
it was cute. I looked really cute. But the one fact,
Was it really unique?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I definitely stood out. Like I looked like me. I look adorable in the prom pictures. I'll find one.
No, you need to, because I'm imagining, because I've seen, the teen movies like Romeo and Michelle, and,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
always have the odd girl out that's like
Well,
what's that chick, Pinky from Greece? She was
Yeah.
the real creative one,
Yeah.
and when she showed up, it was always a custom made thing. It was cool
Yeah,
as fuck.
and it had a slit up the side on
Okay.
both sides, so it was a little clingier, and it slid up to the side, so it was super sparkly. And then I had the gloves on, but the one thing
Oh, you had gloves
I
too.
told you I had silver gloves. Yeah,
That's so
hair
cute.
done, curly hair. I looked adorable. Like, I'm telling you, I probably wasn't even 100 pounds. I was absolutely a tiny, adorable little thing. And then I had 6-inch stripper shoes.
All right.
I had
There you go.
silver stripper shoes, 6-inch with the spiky
Hey, so
heel.
did Date's dad just automatically go, yeah, she's stripping somewhere?
No, his dad
He's
didn't.
thinking?
His dad didn't see me, but the family did.
Oh, okay.
And I wore stripper heels the whole night.
Wow.
We were all together. We got everything together. We took pictures. My date took another girl, so he had 2 dates.
He had 2 dates?
He had 2 dates to prom because she didn't have a date.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was super sweet, and so he had 2 women on his arms. So we get into, we go over to his friend's house. Everybody's getting together. One of the girls who's in the party, the big group of people, she had the big poofy blue dress, and it was super tight. And then
Yeah, it was all flared.
yeah, except
I
for
love
she
those.
had the sweetheart necklace, a sweetheart little
The bow?
Yeah, but it was she was really busty.
Oh, yeah.
So she had lots and lots of boob, and then super tight corset, and then poof, just everywhere. So
Loving every minute of it.
So when
Love it.
we got into the limousine,
With these big-ass dresses.
dude, I'm telling you, I'm the only one that could like fit and maneuver because everybody else had these huge dresses. And on our way to where the prom was at, the limo almost gets into an accident.
Oh, shit.
The food was crazy. I had the gloves on, everything. We're in there, we're dancing. One of my friends did wear the top hat and his cane.
Nice.
So when he had all of the girls around him and we took pictures of it, it looked like he was very popular with the ladies.
He was the player
He was the player.
in management position.
Yeah, he was.
I love it.
And they said that they spiked the punch, but I didn't drink any of it. But
They spiked the punch.
They probably did.
That's what comes with it, though. That's part of the experience.
So I had
But you shouldn't be doing it.
the long silver gloves, but they had a chocolate fountain. Where
what
you could dip
happened?
things.
Yeah. I
So
love those.
my date, his other date,
Chocolate.
she wanted to wear my gloves.
Uh-oh.
So I let her wear my gloves. I got really small hands, but they were a little bit big on me, but whatever. So she wore my gloves, and she wore them over to the chocolate fountain, and she's eating strawberries with my silver gloves on.
Bitch.
And so when I get them back from her, the tips
Have chocolate on
have
'em.
chocolate on them. I was like, what are you doing? She's all like, oh, I'll pay for it. I was like, I don't care. It's just a pair of gloves, but take them off, know.
Right. Dumbass.
And plus, I was touching the dress, so the dress would snag on the gloves.
And now you're getting chocolate on the
And
dress.
I'm getting chocolate.
Bitch.
Well, I wasn't. As soon as she gave them back to me, I wasn't gonna wear them because they had chocolate
you're
on them.
smart.
Because
dumb bitch.
yeah.
That's just expensive, man.
She was a super sweet girl. I was just all like, this common sense. Come on, just a little bit. And when people saw my shoes, and then they saw me hanging out with my friend who was a player in management position, they're like, oh, damn, because then they're like, they would comment on the 6-inch stripper heels. So like, they didn't know that I was a dancer.
But they pretty much assumed you were one based on your stripper shoes. Yeah, no, I get it.
Especially if you were strutting across like a ballroom floor in stripper heels and you're not falling.
Yeah.
I mean,
The bitch got practice.
that's
Somewhere.
that's
I wonder where.
when you see an 18-year-old that can walk in stripper heels, it's a little
No, the kids didn't know, but I bet you the
They didn't know.
teachers did.
maybe. I don't know.
The male teachers did. That bitch is a stripper. You know, little girl's a stripper, right?
And so we didn't get drunk. We went to an after party provided by the school.
Oh.
And so they had like
So you-
games
so
and
make
stuff.
sure you don't
yeah.
get hurt
So
and-
we
yeah.
had like we
Have
changed
a
out.
safe party.
Yeah, we changed out into like jeans and t-shirts, but I still had like the full on makeup and everything.
Yeah.
And we just had just a blast.
A lovely time.
Yeah, it wasn't like a crazy, drunken after party. It was just a fun time.
Different life, man.
Yeah.
Because you do remind me, but that entire time that you're talking, I'm going, you know what? We did take a limo. We went with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
But
you
once
split
again,
the limo because it's expensive.
right, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But I can't remember much after. Yeah. And I'm
After?
pretty. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And that might have been one of the reasons why we didn't work.
You-
I was a kid.
And she was probably a little bit more straight-laced than you,
Oh yeah.
And realistically, I was the wild one out of everybody in the group. All of his friends knew what I did. All of his friends did.
Cool.
But not anybody else in the school knew what I did.
Right.
It was
Except for the male teachers.
except for probably the male teachers. So, I'm glad that I got to do it. Me and
Yeah,
he should
you
not be
should.
named. We broke up years ago.
I'm glad that you at least had a chance to experience it, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I definitely think.
It's like senior ditch day. They tell you don't do it. Fuck them. That's the point.
Well,
You do
senior
it because
year I
you know what I mean.
ditched.
You did well all senior year.
I wasn't even there for senior year.
Well, those of us that stayed, senior ditch day it's one of those things that when they tell you don't do it, you're kind of expected to do it. Prom is one of those events.
Yeah.
Senior ditch day, senior prank. I tell my nephews and nieces when they ask me, when they tell you not to do it. You're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
That's the whole point. You're supposed to buck authority. It's an event.
yeah, because it shows you that that the rules are meant to be bent and broken.
Every once in a while,
Yeah.
you know.
And if you don't involve yourself into these milestones,
Yeah.
you kind of get complacent.
And you will lose your connection with the past. These are things
Yeah.
that we've been doing for a long time. They're fun.
Oh yeah.
You know, have fun doing them.
I've enjoyed a lot of things that I've been able to do.
Have you seen what they did last year when they were dancing back to back
No.
because of the situation?
Oh, I did not
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
they were arm in arm and they were in the dance room floor back to back.
That's
dancing.
yeah.
Creepy.
You could have just left room between you and God, and just did this instead.
I guess it's about breathing in each other's faces or whatnot. But that's another thing about prom. It was an opportunity to finally get close to a girl.
Yeah, and I could see a lot of people missing out on that.
Yeah.
You can't do digital prom. You can't do any of that kind of stuff.
No.
It's totally different from then till now. Like, I just imagine all of these children.
Oh, I hope they don't get rid of that now. Fuck.
I don't think they will.
That's deep. That's really deep, Pixie. No, that's part of adult nightlife. It's part of growing up. I'm hoping they don't get rid of that.
I don't think they will. I think it's too ingrained in who we are as a society. You have to go through Enchantment Under the Sea or whatever the silly taglines they come up. You have to make it.
I do get the reference, the Back to the Future
Yeah,
reference.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
total nerd too, and it did not go over my head, Pixie.
I'm glad.
But no, I don't miss out. I'm glad that I stumble upon pictures
Yeah.
like this. Don't remember too much about it, but I know it was fun.
That's okay. That's completely okay. I mean, realistically, hopefully there's a lot of other things that we don't miss out. Like, doing bonfires and stuff. Do you remember doing bonfires?
Oh yeah, all the time. Well, that was back when what we call what was the sticks is populated now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but we used to set huge fires out in the middle of nowhere and just walk around the fire and getting drunk. We used to throw planks of wood in there, cut
Oh,
down
man.
trees. Oh, old country Colorado was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
It really was.
I think growing up in a different generation, a lot of us have that kind of thing going on.
Yeah, well, all of us got our, our stories. I just want more people to get out and have those stories. 'Cause
Yes.
you can only really have them out there.
Yeah, you can only have them in person.
Yeah.
What are people going to say? This is my screenshot from.
Of the event I played that we do every year, and they charged me $15 for.
Yeah.
No, was an event for me. I'm glad I had a good time with that, you know, and I'm hoping that that doesn't get too weird. Things are just weird right now.
Yeah. Have you been to any concerts lately?
No,
No?
not lately, but I do know that the cast of Clerks 3 is supposed to be coming here sometime soon for some
Ooh.
cons, so I'm looking forward to that.
We can always go out and hang out with Raina.
Mm.
She has her whole weed waffles.
Ooh, that's right.
And then
that's
she
right.
hosts her own musical events there at her little store.
Oh, that would be fun.
And then we could get out and do some sort of Denver nightlife. I think
Yeah,
that would
if
be
we
a lot
can
of
start
fun.
doing something like that, you know, we do have to go out maybe next week to see our next guest perform at one of the clubs. I told her that we might be able to stop on by. We're only hanging out for a minute.
Was this Pound Cake?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe sometime we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, and then she's going to be in here next episode, I believe.
No, I thought it was
is
Anissa.
Anissa? Anissa's next
Yeah.
episode. All right, so we'll get it figured out.
It's going to be so crazy.
Wow,
'cause
the
that's-
closing of season 3. Fuck, we got so much shit to do.
We need more entertainers on the show.
Yeah,
We need more lovely ladies.
Well, we're doing good, man. We've
doing
had some of the best stuff
fantastic.
that I've ever thought that we would do. I mean, you revisited Denver Doll recently.
Yes, we did.
Which is one of our. Oh, people are just watching the fuck out of it. Listen to that.
If you missed out, Denver Doll is a sex doll rental
Yeah.
company here in Denver, and I got to play with some of the dolls. I got to jiggle the titties and squeeze the nipples.
Oh,
and-
nice.
Yeah. So,
Did you get any goods?
no, not downstairs.
No.
I stuck my finger in her mouth.
No. What do I feel like?
Like a meaty, clammy hand. You know, like when you shake a strong man's hand and it's kind of jiggly, kind of moist sometimes. Moist. So it was interesting.
An old man's hand?
No, not an old man's hand. Like a firm. I don't know how to
A
explain it.
firm handshake?
Yeah, but kind of squishy, but warm and slippery.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend a little bit of lube or something, or yeah.
We'll have to invite them back next season.
Because we set it up. Brian had 3 different dolls.
Mm-hmm.
He had a blonde, a blondish brunette, and then a brunette. So he had the bigger doll on the bed, all spread out. you
Yeah,
know.
I
She's
saw
all-
that mini video you did.
Yeah, she's all.
She looks good.
She's good. Yeah.
I'd fuck it.
I asked them a whole bunch of questions. We were doing like an audio documentary with them, so that they
Cool.
could get a little bit more promotion going on. And I'm happy to tell you that he is getting ready to start writing his book.
Ooh.
He's gonna write a book about owning a sex doll
That's
company.
fucking- That's
And
right. He did say that. That's
he
awesome.
did, yeah. And so this is one of the next step. So I thought it was kind of cool. And ever since that episode, my perception has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about different things. I'm, it's cool. It's just it's an object. It's just an object you just can happen to fuck.
You happen to put your dick in, yeah.
And I found it fun when I did grab onto it, when I did get to feel it. For me, yeah, I could see the appeal of having a sex doll.
Yeah.
I could see the appeal of trying something new.
I'm telling you, dude, with those VR glasses, it's going to kill humanity. We're done, y'all.
No,
You're not going to
we're
make any more of
not.
us. What?
it's not going to kill us.
Okay,
So you think that you would have a relationship with a doll instead of a human being?
now?
Now?
Yeah.
After everything that transpired over the week?
Yeah, man. I went through some serious hurt. I could have
You-
put my mud stomp into a doll for no. Anyway, that's disgusting, Pixie. VR dolls, yes, but it is the future, and
It is the
unfortunately,
future.
that's just where we're going. Hey, let me apologize for you to you for last week too. We had a guest on studio. That's another reason why I was a little bit. Because when he got here, I started drinking with him.
Yep.
And-
It could be a potential prospect that we
Yeah.
have
We're
our
all friends.
guest.
But he does not understand quiet on the set at all. Good God, man.
Well,
We need to get a sign. Quiet on the set.
yeah, we had a lot of personal noise in the background, phones going off, because we've been doing this for so long.
We're practiced now.
We shut our phones off. We put things on mute. We make sure that.
That's because we're professionals now, Pixie.
Well, not only that, but
Come to the experts.
because we've been
The
editing.
experts.
We've been editing our own audio. We've been seeing what we're doing. We see how we sit up. We see. I make a lot of mouth noises, so
Yeah.
I can't have a drink. As you guys can tell, there's no drink in front of me. Not only the fact that I spill things, but
Yes, you do.
I make a lot of mouth noises. So for that, for us to be able to experience something like that, I do still want him on the podcast
Oh, yeah. No, I do too. I
because
think it'd be an interesting show.
he used to run
escorts.
escorts,
Yeah.
and that's something we've never done.
Nope.
No, because
Known a couple.
we've definitely known a couple. I've known a couple of female escorts that they do what they do,
Yeah,
and
they do what they do.
they do what they do. Because we're here to highlight and showcase things.
No, we're just here to show the other side of the equation,
It's
man.
true.
That's it. Just the underbelly. That's what we're here for. Don't blame us if the shit is down and dirty.
It's
Woo,
totally
some of these
down
people
and
are
dirty.
nasty. Anyway.
And I from what I did get out of him, it did sound like he had a lot of stories.
He does.
Yeah, and you never know what he's gonna say about the things, and I kind of want to pressure him.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lean
Oh,
into
we can
it.
get stuff out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next couple of weeks are going to be fun. We're rolling out. We're at what episode?
I have no idea.
This is, I want to say 18,
Yeah.
which means we have 7 more to go. We've got, I don't even want to say the guests
Don't.
we have. I don't.
Yeah.
And it's not about jinxing it. I'm just excited. You
Yeah.
know, one of them is like my heart, dude, and I'm hoping that she comes through. You know her.
Yes.
And getting her here was like pulling freaking teeth, but she's got some great
Right.
stories. I'm hoping she tells the Eliminate story.
Oh, I'm gonna have her throw you under the bus just like
Oh
you
no
do
no
with
no
my
no
friends.
no.
Because Anise is gonna be
Not
in
with
here.
her.
Anise is gonna be in here.
Okay.
And Anise will throw me under the bus. She'll
I
tell
don't
some good
know. I don't
stories.
know.
I think she'll highlight. I think your guests will highlight,
Oh, good God, no. She knows just way too much about me.
and that's what I want. I want us to get down and dirty.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Oh, we're doing pretty good.
Or do we
we're-
got a little bit more time, right?
We do. We've almost hit 12K
Oh, nice.
of downloads.
For what, the month?
No,
We're at
for
12K.
total.
Okay, total. What did we do for the month,
For
though?
this
Wasn't-
month,
aren't
we've almost hit 1K. So
we- in 1 month.
in 1 month.
That's fucking awesome.
So those are great numbers.
Yeah.
Those are good numbers to pivot from, spiral into, and just really continue to grow as we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And as we grow, things are going to get popping. You've got the computer parts coming.
Yes. I'm working on it. But I have to buy each. They're
Right.
expensive, dude. You know,
Yeah.
so we're getting piece by piece by piece, but it's kind of like, you know, you get more excited.
Yeah, as it grows.
Woo, we
Yeah.
got like 2 more to go. So we'll be building that pretty soon. So as soon as that is put back together, we'll be able to put stuff out faster.
I'm excited, yeah.
We'll be able to hook up more equipment. I want to do more cameras, and
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with our third podcast, which it's there. Pop culture perspective. I want to do a lot more stuff with
Yeah,
that. And I
everybody
think with a
wants
better
it.
computer-
Everybody's asking for pop culture
I
perspective.
know.
We just got to get it out there. But
But
In
if it's going to come out, it's got to come out a certain way, and I need more
in
equipment.
good
for that.
time. So
Yeah.
season 4 is going to be exciting because
Oh, yeah.
the whole studio's going to change. Everything's going to change. We're going to have more
We'll talk
more
about that.
cameras. If you are not only listening to us on audio but watching us on YouTube, Big D is putting some fantastic
He's
videos
put
out
a lot
there.
of work into
Yeah.
those. Those are fun. So check those out on
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's the same
yeah, we're
show,
there.
but
Yeah.
it sounds a little different.
It's a little different.
different.
A little
Yeah.
different. They both got a different feel.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
but they're both fun. So check
We're
those
very animated, so we make a lot of hand gestures. We look at the camera. We talk to one another. So it's a lot of fun when we get to have you here in the studio listening to us doing the podcast.
You know, one show we have not done yet, and I do want to do. Maybe we can sneak this in. I'm just going to throw this at you. Maybe if we have time in March. We were talking about going down to Meow Wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It might not happen this season.
I'd like to get that in this season.
It might happen next season, but I know that they're very cautious about like video and stuff. So we'll have to.
Oh no, not at all.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because I would like to get dressed up. We need to do a photo shoot, you and I, for promotion.
Okay.
We need some.
Oh, okay. You know what? Because they do have a certain vibe, a certain feel down there,
Yeah.
and I know exactly what type of sci-fi vibe it is. So maybe we can figure that
Well,
out.
I'm saying promotion for us for the podcast.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I think more photos, more video.
Then we will save it for next season because it goes with next season's concept.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
got
falls
lots
into
of
that.
big
That's
plans.
good. Okay,
big
yeah, we'll
plans
do that.
between you.
Okay.
We should do that for season 2, or season 4. No, we're on season. Where are we?
Season 3, man.
But I'm saying season 4, episode 2.
Yes.
We should go to Meow Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
We should just plan that shit out.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
It is coming
That's
up.
going to be fun. We'll talk to those people. Good God, it took us a minute to get there.
I know. Because we have just a lot to talk about.
Patreon for season 4 will be done because we'll have the computer up by then. Because if
Right.
you folks want to help us out in any way, that'd be great. We can do things a lot faster with a little bit of, if you want to buy us a cup of coffee or give us a tip.
Yeah, or even sponsor us. We are looking for sponsors. So if you happen to have something that might fit with us,
It's got to fit with us.
gotta fit with us.
Hey, listen to the episodes because
Yeah.
we have a certain flair.
we would be open for alcoholic beverages. What else would you be open for? Weed shops?
Weed is good. Yeah. And select adult entertainment
Yeah.
avenues too. I think we want to avoid any of the clubs in town because I don't want to be biased.
Well, if they're willing to pay us and they're a local club, I say let's do it.
All right, we'll take your money too.
If you happen to be a club that's outside the Denver metro area, we're going to charge you a little bit more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. We're global now.
Yeah,
We have
baby.
so many friends.
I know,
all
across
over
the globe, which is
Yeah.
crazy. As far as India.
Hey, I'm telling you, we are willing to have sponsors. You just got to grease the wheel a little bit, and it's got to be on brand.
A little bit. Yes.
Just a little bit. Yeah, money. Yeah, I mean, you'd fart in a jar, wouldn't you, for money?
No, Pixie, I would not. So, I'm wrapped up. I really don't have anything.
No,
else.
we're good. Yeah. Oh,
You
bring it
like?
in. I do.
It was a good talk.
It was a
today.
good talk.
I like Denver proms. Denver proms are fun, and I'm hoping that people will continue that tradition. It's a lot of fun. Send your kids out that shit and spend a little bit of money on them.
Right. And just enjoy being here and in the place.
Yeah, man.
We do this podcast for each other because we enjoy it.
These types of memories, make you feel good, especially if it's been sitting in a house for the past couple
Yeah,
of
if
weeks.
you're lonely and
Yeah.
you got nothing else to do, throw on an episode. Tell a friend. Get people to listen and be part of this discussion because we all have something going on. Even if you're not a stripper, but you enjoy the nightlife, that's what this is all about.
Yeah, so if you know a stripper, hang out with a stripper, date a stripper, this is where it's at, man. Turn us on.
Yeah, turn us up. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pixie.
And I'm Mr. J.
And you've been listening to Next on Stage 1.
Talk Hard Denver.
Bye, guys.